I'd like to welcome you all to the Ngarigo Country. I'd like to honour our elders, past and present. And I'd like to, any of you that's driving on our country, I'd like you to drive and take and be safe.
So welcome, and I hope you enjoy.
When you're walking in the Upper Murray, you might see some unusual markings on these large trees. Let's ask Shane all about them.
So the big tree behind me, what I know it of, is a river red gum, and basically with it there's a big scar in it from traditionally where Aboriginal people have taken a canoe out of it. And when we say canoe, most people think of a V-shaped canoe, but that's not what the canoe is. It's basically like a raft, and so you'd actually peel it off like as if you were taking off a Coolamon, and then you'd put it over fire, but not like flames, like hot coal, and try and basically cork the bark, and then you'd actually sit on the raft and paddle with your hands. The lagoons and stuff that are around here, a lot of those water rafts are actually used for collecting things like bird eggs and different things like that. We never cut right around the tree, because if we cut right around the tree, it actually kills the tree off. By doing what you can see over there, it actually encourages the bark to actually grow back, so it doesn't actually kill the tree. It doesn't only provide the resource of a canoe, Coolamons and stuff like that, it's a food resource as well. What we're looking at is a Coolamon scar up in the fork of the tree. So the reason why it's in the fork of the tree up there is because it was much easier traditionally for an Aboriginal person to stand there and actually cut that Coolamon out. So with Coolamons of this size, for the Aboriginal men, we'd actually use them to carry tools, weapons, food, different things like that. For the women, they would use them for carrying babies and different things. What I would be thinking that it would be used for, like women would actually take that one, for carrying babies. But you can see at the bottom of the tree there's a foothold mark. So you can see there's another little scar. So that little scar there is actually from where the Aboriginal person that cut that Coolamon off has actually used that as a foothold to actually climb up. Traditionally, a stone axe would be used with a hammerstone. Okay, so you can see how I've cut this right out. So basically that until I actually strip that right out. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm wedging this piece of bark off, which is what we're going to make into our Coolamon. So you can see I've got a stone wedge and a stick wedge. Okay, so now this is lifted far enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these wedges out, and then basically use my hand to do the rest of the work. Basically peels off, and then you're left with the actual Coolamon. And this is the scar that we've left in the tree, just like in traditional times.
Here we are at the Tumbarumba Historical Society Museum, and we have Ron here, and you're going to tell us a little bit about this.
Stacey, what can I say? This is one of the most significant items of Aboriginal history in the Wirraminna. There's nothing like it anywhere. The Aboriginal elder who evaluated it had never seen anything like it. And it's a baby minder. Believe it or not, a baby minder. And it was cut from a burl of a tree. How they got it off? Well, they had steel axes at the time, 1823 onwards. And they hollowed it out by burning it. Light a little fire in the centre, burn it down, scrape it out, burn it down more, put the fire out, and then polish it and polish it. And in fact, if you look closely at these parts here, you can actually see remnants of ash burns where it has been burnt before. Now this, we call the Mundaroo Coolamon, because it comes from Mundaroo, which is just 10 kilometres to the west of here, and it was passed from the Aboriginal people, and they have recorded corroboree in their area there. It's a treasure, it really is.